Starting off with a Lenormand spread. Bottom of the deck is Moon. Usually talks about emotions, romance. Okay, we also have the Eight of Cups in the corner. So I do feel like somebody may be on the way out. Okay. We also have Letter and Clover, which equals to Seven of Swords and Six of Pentacles. So somebody could have been deceptive in some way and they're looking for equal partnership. I feel like somebody's looking for true love. That's just based on the tarot cards in the corner. Okay. So when I compare Moon and Letter, what I get is conversations about emotions. Normally I would say this is an emotional conversation, but it may be an emotional conversation for just one party. I don't know if this is you or not. And someone is afraid to express something. They may be afraid to express their fears for fear of being taken lightly. Somebody may not be paying attention or showing, enough care about someone's feelings. But there is a need to talk. For one person in particular, I feel like this conversation has a lot of depth. And somebody may be accusing somebody of not taking it seriously enough. I feel like the information is obscured because the person doesn't feel free to express themselves. And these are conversations that may be happening nightly, just at night, or an opportunity to have a conversation comes at night. And I feel like somebody is needing some kind of a break from conversation. Okay. So I wouldn't be surprised if some people were ghosted. Okay. Okay. With Moon and Clover, what I have is somebody's not troubled by fears. Okay. So again, somebody's not feeling the same fears as this other person. They're a little bit more relaxed and carefree. And the advice here is perhaps this should not be taken so seriously because one person is not already taking it that seriously. Could be somebody made a lucky guess about something. But I kind of get the idea that somebody may have guessed that somebody's playing with their emotions. And they happen to just be right. And so somebody's needing an opportunity to rest. They're like, I can't keep doing this. You might ghost somebody because of this. With Letter and Clover, I have conversation that is light and unimportant. But there is this opportunity to talk. So if for some reason somebody shows up whom you know isn't as serious as you, I'm saying to take this opportunity to have light conversation. Don't make it in-depth and emotional. Or you may want to express this person if somebody else is being too emotional for you. You need to express that you would like to keep it light. And so this is a risk with the communication. It's a risk either to be too emotional or not emotional enough. But I get here, somebody's trying to communicate a wish. Because again, I feel like you or someone else is on the way out. And so this relationship, I feel like it is, okay? Somebody's going to communicate the need to have less responsibility, to make something less serious. The other person may come back and say, well, you're not taking it seriously enough. And so somebody is on the way out. Okay. That's your Lenormand spread, Gemini. Now let's get into the tarot. The first card will be what's coming towards you that will help you. Seven of Swords reverse. There's that Seven of Swords. So I feel like somebody will shirk responsibilities. And this way they're taking some power back. I feel like their energy has been drained and they are just moving on. And they're seeking more stability in this way But I feel like you should be doing this honestly, okay? No sneaking, because you will get caught. All right, what is coming towards Geminis? That, well, I was going to say that will harm them, but we have the Devil reversed. So again, I feel like we're getting out of something. So this may be one of those situations where it's kind of like catch-22, double-edged sword, where not only does it help you, but it may also hinder you a little bit. But I don't feel like the Devil in reverse is ever something that should hinder. It could be avoiding temptation. Okay, you avoid the temptation. And then, yeah, I see avoiding it either way, because you know you might get caught in something. This doesn't have to be you. It could be the person that you're dealing with. Okay, so what will help you is if you are doing something sneaky, that you get caught. And what will hinder you is, I feel like both of these are going to help you, honestly. So there may not be anything that hinders you. Could be dealing with a Capricorn, could be dealing with something very sexual or toxic. Also, okay, this is advice. I feel like you're getting bored or exhausted, okay? Maybe keeping up some kind of a charade. You know, yeah, spread way too thin. I'm seeing whatever it is you're going to deny, okay? Be cautious of what that is, because somebody already knows, okay? So if you're going to deny something, make sure this person has no idea, okay? Not that that's a good thing. I feel like just be very forthright, because again, this is being honest. Being honest, especially when you're been caught, will help. Otherwise, I get this being led around by the nose idea with the Devil reversed. But, you know, you're getting freedom either way. Ooh, the Star could be dealing with an Aquarius. I do feel like you will be healing, because again, you're getting away from the Devil. Just be careful, because whatever you've been in has really exhausted you and bogged you down. Okay? See, we can see that a little better. But your outcome is healing and recovery. So that's a good thing. And here, I don't feel like you'll have to act anymore, because there seems to be some kind of a performance that was put on. Or again, this is showing that there's not a lot of depth to this relationship. And this could be the awakening that somebody needs. This could be the truth that someone needs, is that you're having to be very honest and vulnerable in communicating this. Could be a wish that you've had. Okay, let's see. Okay, why is the Seven of Swords reversed with the Devil reversed? Okay, the Empress, another major arcana. You guys are just getting all the major arcana, aren't you? So again, there is this idea of not being able to express oneself, because she's a communication card. With the Devil, I feel like there is something that cannot be expressed, but it will be, okay? And perhaps if you're more blunt than honest, this will hinder you. Some of you, I get the idea of single parent. I'm getting some fertility issues as well. So the whole topic could be about fertility. However, I feel like there's also this idea of promiscuity. And I get lots of idea of freedom here. Expressions coming out, talent coming out, and definitely talent coming out and being recognized over here. We have lots of vulnerable communication. Okay, why is the star here? Okay. Two of Cups. So you'll be recovering from the end of a relationship, the end of some kind of an agreement. You guys aren't connecting on a spiritual level. And I think there's going to be an awakening about this. There was somebody who was too domineering with the devil here. They didn't take your feelings into consideration, and or vice versa. I feel like there's a need to work on all of the relationships. Let's see what else I get. Okay, way too many. Minus the Two of Cups reversed here with the star. I mean, I do notice that both times cups are being poured out. Two of them exactly. Death. I wondered when that would come in. Okay. So there's this end of a friendship or a relationship because somebody feels grieved. And they're wanting to end it with the Death card here. Could be with a Scorpio. So far I have Capricorn, Aquarius, and Scorpio. Somebody feels like this isn't going anywhere. Definitely an end of some kind of a friendship or relationship. And this awakening seems to have transformed everything. Somebody's putting an end to exhaustion and grief over not being able to say what you need to say. And this end is going to provide somebody the opportunity to search for true love. Now, this change could be very intense. But this is also the release of those fears that one has had. It's releasing it, letting it go. Again, we have more recovery. Wow. Okay. Let's see what messages there are. And my newest deck, guidance. Okay. Perfect timing. Again, the Eight of Cups talks about things happening at the right time. And entrepreneur, so it's setting out on your own. Some of you this may be boss related. So with perfect timing, we have now is the perfect moment for you to act on your inspirations. Very star-like. Okay. And then it says, the doors are open while you walk through them with us by your side. Don't delay or procrastinate, as all of the ingredients are ripe for your success. Everything and everyone is on your side, supporting your positive outcome. And that would most definitely be the star. Okay. Now here, with entrepreneur, what we have here is, oh, who is this guy? It's not Sisyphus, is it? No. Oh, who is that guy? Prometheus, who brought fire to humans. That's what it looks like to me. Okay. Self-employment suits your disposition and intentions. Working for yourself allows you to better follow your intuition and divine guidance. We are your coworkers and teammates who remain loyally by your side to ensure your success in all ways. So I feel like this can be about work for some people. Okay. Let's see what the actual book has to say. Okay. Okay, so the card comes to you because you're suited for self-employment. You have the ideas, the drive, and the discipline required for entrepreneurial work. Yet self-doubts make you hesitate. The angels reassure you that you have what it takes to succeed as an entrepreneur. They will guide and support you along the way, and as long as you follow through on this action, your success is assured. So we have your ideas for business or sound. You may have to ease out of your present job by moonlighting with your desired business idea. And take action as you're guided with respect to your career. Fully commit to succeeding in your new business. Then we have perfect timing. And so this card means you need to take certain steps before your prayer can be fully answered. The angels say that now is the perfect time to act. They will guide you along the way. Sometimes it's not so important how we approach a situation, but that we put energy, action, and intention into manifesting what we desire. Once we take the first step in the direction of our desired outcome, the universe then gives us additional help. So you should take action now. The situation will work out well, provided you don't delay, and you make the decision. Any blocks in the past were because the timing wasn't right yet. Okay. Okay, let's see what else might come here. Why is the perfect timing card here? Some of you, it's the perfect time to go out and get your own job or your own business. Okay, King of Cups reversed. Some of you may have been denying this for a long time. Some of you could have been dealing with somebody who was possessive or dishonest. Again, I feel like for romance, I have too emotional. And so somebody's running from problems. Again, I have more promiscuity. Also get the idea of going rogue. All right, why is entrepreneur here? Ooh. Let's just go ahead and try that again. Page of Cups reversed. Interesting. Okay. So again, I have this idea of an actor. There may be a water sign you're dealing with, or this is just someone's emotions that are overrun. Okay. Somebody may be acting like they're okay. Again, they're blocking a lot of expression about how they feel. You could be dealing with a water sign who's doing that, or you're doing that. But I'm also getting blocked creativity. So at work, somebody may not be letting you go forward with your ideas. And then I'm seeing both of these together say emotional strength, but they're both in reverse. So I feel like that's needed here. Let's just turn those cards right side up. Okay. Bottom of the deck, the death card again. So this may be a Scorpio you're dealing with. Or again, it's the end of a situation. I'm getting more possessiveness. Somebody's holding on really tight to emotions. And these do need to be released, but perhaps to somebody who actually wishes to listen. I'm also getting for some people that there's just a lot of emotions over not able to be pregnant. Okay, at the bottom of this deck, Cupid. So for some people, it's love. We send great waves of love into your heart and mind, awakening your love life itself. Awakening your love for life itself. Your clear decision to accept and enjoy romance has triggered this reawakening. Allow yourself to spontaneously celebrate love in all of its glorious aspects. And then we have power. So again, that's strength. You could be dealing with a Leo. Here I feel like the advice is to properly channel one's emotions and passions. This will give you the perseverance you need to be emotionally independent. And this, in turn, sends out your energy that makes you more magnetic. And people will want to listen. And so your self-image changes. You gain self-respect. You gain others' respect. But I'm also seeing expression and courage. So I feel like you should be working with the good and the bad in order to move forward. We have the wise and the untamed. So both of those need to be working in conjunction.